there or are there not flying saucers or UFOs, spaceships, and even space people?
As you all know, you just can't believe everything you see and hear, can you? Now, if you will excuse me, I must be on my way.
But I don't believe it.
Welcome back, YouTubers. Spaceman here. Doing my char light in my Ropp number 5 Rustic. And in this bowl here is Cornell Diehl dark chocolate. I'm just now smoking this for the first time. Get my char light going here, and I'll tell you what I think. Just watched a review on this. It didn't sound too good, but that being said, I may think differently. Kind of do think differently. In fact, it's kind of interestingly bittersweet. And being the chocolate lover that I am, I can tell already I'm going to like it. Fine room note. This is silky black Cavendish, topped with an exceptionally rich chocolate, deep chocolate flavor. This is really, really good. I really like this. Now, I just seen a review where, I can't remember the name of the fella now. He just said he really didn't like it because it was bitter, but I actually like that kind of, it's kind of like a bittersweet kind of taste. The aroma in the pouch is outrageously good, and the room note is really nice. I like it. Halloween's coming, you know. It reminds me of those little tiny, the Hershey's dark chocolate, the little tiny miniature snack bars. Probably be good to eat a few of them with this. Or have a good cup of coffee. I'm really loving this Ropp pipe. And this is not an expensive pipe, by the way. I paid $40 some. I mean, I didn't pay much more for this than you'd pay for a Dr. Graybo. One of the higher, you know, top of the line Dr. Graybos. Oh yeah. This is right up my alley. Man, is this chocolate is just tasting better than ever. I love this. This is really good stuff. Since Halloween is coming, I was thinking of a story I could tell. Don't know if I have enough memory on this iPhone right now to make it, but I wanted to mention about a house that I lived in up in New Jersey in the Pine Barrens for 50 years, and it was extremely haunted. And this was only one case of one of the hauntings in that house. And there was this thing, I don't know what it was, okay? But every now and then you would hear this knocking. Just knocking. It'd be on the wall. Or it'd be, on the door. And there'd be nobody there. You'd immediately go right to the back door. Right, there was a window, like where you could just get up and go walk and look. Nobody there. I remember one particular day when I was sitting in the kitchen. And, it was loud. It was loud knocking. It's so loud you couldn't mistake it. So it was really loud. And I got up immediately because the chair was like right there, about 10 feet from the window. It looked out, nobody there. Opened the cellar door, nobody there. My 3-year-old nephew at the time was standing right there, and he said, "Who's that man at the door?" That was kind of peculiar for him to say that. I don't know if he felt something, he saw something, I don't know. Another day, I was taking a nap up in the attic. There was a bedroom up there, and it was kind of fixed up. And this thing kept knocking on the wall. Every time I'd go to sleep, it would knock on the wall. It would wake me up. I'd be like, "Rrr." First I thought it was kind of like having a nightmare, and then I realized this every time I go to sleep, this thing would start knocking again. And so then it started knocking on other things. Like I remember it knocked on the air conditioner. There's this distinct sound of a fist, a clenched fist knocking on the metal on the air conditioner. It was like playing games. Okay, this thing was playing games. So I got fed up with it after the third or fourth time, and what did I do? Well, I knocked back. I knocked on the wall, and I should not have done that. As I was drifting off back to sleep, I had my eyes shut, and right in between, wake and sleep, I see this face appears, and it looks like your classic alien kind of face, and it was just this laugh, like I've never heard, like, I was like, whoa, and I just like woke up, I'm like, whoa, and that was it. That's all I had of that. It stopped after that, because I pled the blood of Christ, and I did end up blessing my house, and I had a priest bless my house, and I did end up eventually getting rid of a lot of these entities, whatever was in that house, because I am a Christian, and my faith was, I had to strengthen my faith to do this, but it was just weird. So eventually what I did do was I contacted someone who was very schooled in this kind of thing, and they knew a lot about spiritual stuff, and she basically, I described to her what was going on, and she basically told me they were lower class demons or minions, but in that house, a lot of people experienced this. It wasn't just me. My mom, I would just be upset. I'd be sitting somewhere in the house, and my mom would say, "Who's knocking? Who's knocking?" I'd be like, "Is my mom dreaming or something?" And no, this is what would go on a lot, and it was weird. It was just weird. They just like playing games, really. And there's more stories to come about that house. It was a lot of haunting situations. And I might want to I do want to tell you that I did some research on the house, the history of the house. And a man did take his own life in that house in the 50s. And supposedly he took a gun and blew his head off with a gun, or shot himself in the head with a gun. So, does that have a lot to do with it? It's possible. I don't know, but it was... and a lot of times it was entertaining, when I was younger, these things would happen. Like, oh, hey, there's the ghost again, and Even my father saw stuff, and he was a hardcore rationalist, a skeptic. And he told me years later about some things. So, I mean, I know that house had its haunted side. But I got rid of a lot of that stuff. But that was creepy. And my mom would hear it. I would hear it. We would all hear it. My wife one day was in bed. We heard this loud banging at the door, and she said somebody's at the door. I went out, nobody was there. One day my friend was over, and he was upstairs with me in the attic in my room and in my train room, and he heard a knock on that door in that room. He said, somebody's at the door, you better get the door. Open the door, nobody there. And he would never come back to my house ever again. I said, I'm not coming back to that house. He said, you got bad spirits in that house or hauntings. So that's it, you know. That's my story of the knocking ghost, whatever it was, I don't know. Maybe some of you have had this kind of experience and you can shed some light on it, but it's crazy. But this tobacco is great, dark chocolate, and thought I would tell a dark story with it. Pretty much like almost down to a quarter bowl of this, and I just want to say that this pipe tobacco has no bite or burn to it. And it's probably one of my top, I would rate it as one of the top chocolate aromatics. Cornell Diehl dark chocolate. Really outrageous. Great, 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 great. I love it. On my favorites list. It seems like the further down the bowl you get, the better it gets. That's how you know it's a good tobacco. So if you like chocolate aromatics, put this on your list. You gotta put it on your list. It's really good. And the note right out of the bag is, it's scrumptious. Trust me on that one. Spaceman is an expert on his chocolate aromatics. I've been smoking chocolate aromatics for 20 years. Give or take a few months. Maybe 19 years. I don't know. Give or take a year, right? Long enough to know that, now that's one thing I know about chocolate aromatics, okay? Getting experience with other blends as I go along. More experience than previous. But this is a good one. It's really a good one. I'm looking forward to trying Boswell's Piper's Pleasure. Boswell Piper's Pleasure. So until the next video, keep smoking your pipe and enjoying your favorite blend. I love these chocolate aromatics. They're absolutely great. But have a good one.
Are there or are there not flying saucers or UFOs, spaceships, and even space people?
As you all know, you just can't believe everything you see in here, can you? Now, if you will excuse me, I must be on my way.
I don't believe it.